Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Today I am currently in Hallbrook, Arizona, and I'm at Coastline Mining, and I'm already here to pick up my trailer. I already have a trailer ready to go, so we're gonna go ahead and pick it up. Should be a pretty interesting load. I haven't seen this one before, so I was very excited to haul it once I saw it. Look how wide the this little scale is compared to some of the other ones we've seen on different mining areas with super narrow ones. Where's my trailer at? Not any of these. I think it's over there. Yep, I think that's it right there. Not the red one. I don't know how. This is going to be interesting. How am I going to... Oh, God, it's so bumpy. Oh. Okay. How am I going to hook up to this trailer? I think I must have to... I'm gonna have to come from the other way. It's the only way. The only thing I can do. I gotta back up and get out this way. God, it's so bumpy in here. Oh, Jesus. Throwing my wheel around like it's iRacing or something. Good God. Super bumpy. I don't know what they did with this update as well, but my wheel does not have the same physics as it did previously. Okay. So I think we need to come up this way, which should give us a better advantage, because there's no way that we're going to be able to flip our truck in here. And then, hopefully, we'll be able to just back it right in. Driving on the dirt is so cool. Just having all that dirt fly up and... God, I wish trucks got dirty and there was like a truck wash. Oh, look at that. And pull test, it is connected. Go ahead and connect the trailer. We're gonna need to get some diesel here soon, as well as some sleep. So, what we're hauling here, before we get started, let's just quickly jump out and take a look at how cool this thing is. So, here's the trailer that we're hauling. It is actually a office container. 33,000, pretty much 34,000 pounds of a little office shed, which is pretty awesome. And our destination is the Grand Canyon Village, which is where I've been trying to go for a little while, since the Arizona DLC came out. And I really hope this is in fact where the Grand Canyon is, because otherwise that's false advertising. Good God, hopefully if I can get out of here with my wheel intact, without it freaking shaking off of the desk, then yeah, hopefully we can see the Grand Canyon. So we have 10 hours, 9 minutes to complete the job. We're gonna get $4,500, and it is going to be a 205 mile trip, which is actually not that long. Should be a relatively easy trip. 5 hours and 21 minutes, 7 hours to rest. I'm a little concerned, because it's 6 p.m. currently, I am a little bit concerned that we're going to get to the Grand Canyon area and it's going to be dark, which would really suck, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. It's already 6 p.m. now. We're going to go for another 5 hours, so it's going to be kind of in the middle of the night. We also don't have enough time on the job to actually sleep, so we're going to have to get there in one shot and make sure we get there good. But we have another 200 miles left. Let me go and check real quick on my estimated fuel. We have 590 miles on the estimated range, which is pretty decent. I need to pay attention a little more to the road so I can drive here. But yeah, this is a pretty cool trailer. I don't know, I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, this thing is freaking awesome. One, I haven't hauled a trailer like this before, and then I'm gonna go to the Grand Canyon, so couldn't pass it up. So we're gonna be leaving, keep forgetting Hallbrook. God, these names. I'm still trying to get used to them. I'm sorry. Used to the... Ooh, God, you're going quick, dude. And I'm not going quick enough. Well, it is in 65 speed limit. I just didn't think you would actually take that corner at 65, but whatever. So yeah, I'm interested in seeing what the Grand Canyon's going to look like. That's going to be pretty awesome. But it's going to be night, so I don't know. Maybe we'll find a place to sleep and see it in the morning or something. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. We'll play it out by ear pretty much, but I'm not too concerned about it right now. Just going to be nice that we're going to be in that area. And we're going to be making a drop at Buteman. So it should be Should be a relatively easy drop. I don't think any Buteman drop-offs have been too crazy. Also, with MHA gone, we're not going to have any McDonald's at Coachella drops. Or, I'm sorry, Burger King at Coachella drops. Big difference. Sorry, McDonald's. All right, let's go ahead and 75 miles an hour. I think 65 worked out pretty well for us last time, if we can get there. So, yeah, I thought this little office structure was really cool, so I wanted to haul it. I really like this game. I think I've always been attracted to simulators a little more than most things, or more realistic games, I guess you could say. Like, I really don't want to say GTA is realistic, because it's not, but I guess realism maybe could be a word. Things that are based off reality, I guess is what I could say. Things that could be plausible. I'm not a big fan of sci-fi or anything like that. You know, I don't like people's concept of the future, just because everybody has a different mindset of what the future is going to be and what it's going to hold and what we're going to be able to do and not do, and all these weird, you know, things that people think are, you know, what is going to happen in the future. And I just find that a lot of people's interpretation of what they believe could possibly happen in the future is just not something that interests my mind, which is always why I've been a little more interested in kind of more realistic stuff and realism and things like that, because I've always been a little more attracted to simulators, and I again, I don't want to say GTA is realistic, but I like doing something in video games that I can't do in real life, or I don't have the opportunity to do in real life, or all the time, or whatever. A good example is American Truck Sim. I think trucking and trucks and all that are awesome, and it's really, really cool, and I would love to be able to do that thing. What does that mean? I would love to be able to do that, you know, truck and all that, but going through and getting your Class A and getting a job and getting a truck and just all this stuff, you know, that's a serious decision in somebody's life to do that. That's a life-changing decision. That's a lot of work and effort into going in and doing something like that. The good thing about a simulator or some sort of realistic game is just the simple fact of I can launch a game and just do it. And the best part is if I do it poorly, it doesn't affect that many people, which is good. Look how purple the sky is right now. It's amazing. Beautiful. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's why I've always been attracted to things like American Truck Sim, or back when I was a kid, 18 Wheels of Steel. I'm not that old, but, you know, I did play 18 Wheels of Steel. How could you not if you were semi-interested in trucks back in the, what was that, probably the early 2000s? So, but yeah, so I've always been interested in stuff like that, and like flight sims, because I would never be able to fly in real life. Ever. No one would ever look at me and go, yeah, you should get behind the flight controls. Like, no, that wouldn't happen. So it's just all these things that you could do with video games, I think, which is why I've always been, you know, kind of, Flagstaff, we're in Flagstaff. Always kind of interested in them, in video games in general, and like playing them, and also with sports games too, kind of the same thing. You can kind of create your own little character and go in there and do something that you can never do in real life, you know, or unless you were working towards it, you know, but it's just nice being able to have all these opportunities of doing these things that you don't get the opportunity unless you really, really want to go for that in real life. You know, I mean, unless you want to be a trucker, you probably won't ever drive a truck in your life. Unless you want to be, hold on, there's a railroad crossing back there, and I think there's cars on the tracks, and I'm not sure exactly what that means. There is a car on the track, and I do want to see what is going to happen to it. I don't care if my light's green, I want to see this. Come on, man, where's the train? I don't think it's going to come, to be honest. The lights are on. Those aren't down, though. Oh, God, I just sat through that entire cycle. Just going to move up a little bit. See if they can get out of the tracks. Nope. Yeah, because the barriers aren't going down. I don't think the train's going to get sent if the barriers aren't down, which is unfortunate because that guy in the back that was sitting on the tracks, that That guy in the back that was sitting on the tracks should really, have to deal with his own consequences, which is sitting on the railroad tracks in your car, which is never a good idea. You should never, ever, 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 ever sit on live railroad tracks. A terrible idea. But, yeah, I don't think... Yep, there go the barriers. They're going down now. Yeah, I don't think American Truck Sim would... Literally, I don't think it would... Oh, nice Peterbilt dealership here in Flagstaff, Arizona. That's cool. Oh, God, I was looking at it. Sorry. Don't mind the... Don't... We're good. I need to downshift. Oh, upshift. Good God. But, yeah, so there's... Video games have always been that outlet to let you do something, or at least for me, let me do something that I wouldn't be able to do in real life. I remember I played a lot of sports games after I injured myself. I had a serious injury, pretty much a knee injury, that took me out of any sort of competitive sports, which is something that I liked. I played baseball for many years, tried out basketball. I more played basketball as like a side project. I don't know what that means, but I didn't play basketball like in any sort of league or anything. Then tried football for a little while, and at that point my knee was just so messed up that it just wasn't worth doing, which was very saddening, really. I was young when I hurt my knee. I think I was in the 5th grade, actually, so I was, what is it, 5 plus, I was 12 years old, 13 years old when I hurt my knee. That's pretty young to have an injury like I did. And for those of you that don't know, which a lot of people don't actually, because I don't really talk about my my pre-existing injuries just because there's been so many. But my major one is I tore the ligaments and tendons in my knee. Pretty much basically tore my kneecap off. Not pretty. There's actually no blood. The initial, I think it must have been adrenaline, because the initial hit that caused the damage was actually not that painful. It was one of those things where I kind of just started to, I got up and tried to walk off and go, nope, I can't put any weight on my leg, so that's not right. But it didn't hurt at all. There's no pain, which was very surprising for the injury that it was. After figuring out later, at the time I was like, oh, I just hit my knee, not that big of a deal, whatever, I can't put weight on it, it's probably just asleep or something, one of those situations. But yeah, so ended up tearing the ligaments and tendons out from my kneecap and disconnecting my kneecap practically, and sat on a couch for a week until my knee got to the size of a softball. Then people were looking around going, this doesn't seem right. We should probably go get this checked out. Ended up having to have knee surgery. So from there, my knee was never the same. So competitive sports were gone. So it was nice to be able to jump in and play something like Madden or NBA or MLB and do all that sort of stuff and play those sports games that I really enjoyed playing in real life, but now, to the point where I couldn't play those games anymore. So yeah, I think video games have always been that little bit of an outlet, and I think that's what a lot of people get really I think that's why people also really like video games as well, is it's another outlet for them. A lot of people use it just to kind of like pass time. It is a good time waster, that's for sure. Oh my God, this road is crazy. I would not expect this in Arizona. I thought Arizona was very flat. Arizona's not flat. What is that nonsense? Arizona's the freaking Grand Canyon. Should be crazy, bumpy and hilly. But anyway, this road is just crazy and it's throwing me off, and I should probably downshift too. I don't know. Do I want to be in 8th or do I want to be in 6th? What about 6 high? Let's try 6 high, just because 7 low was not really working for me. But yeah, so yeah, it was not fun, but I think video games are those things that people really do kind of can experience more than you can in real life without either, the cost of, you can spend the money on the cost of a video game compared to like flight lessons or, getting your CDL or something like that. It's just one of those things. So I think that's another reason why I really like American Truck Sim, is I've always been interested in trucks and trucking and all that sort of the aspect of that world. But I've just, I haven't taken any steps to go get a CDL because I don't know if it'll be something that I really would enjoy doing. So it's nice because then I can jump into American Truck Sim and get my little itch of wanting to drive out by playing a video game, which is pretty cool. So there's my little completely random rant about about video games, but I thought it was a cool little thing to share. I think a lot of people will feel the same way about it, just because it's just one of those things. You can get in a game and do something that you can never do. A good example is GTA. You ever going to be able to break into a military base and get a military jet? No. Well, I hope. So, do in GTA. Because then you spent, what, $60? And you did it. You had that experience. Yeah, sure, it was, not real, but whatever. Right? You get what I'm saying. Get this Costco truck out of the way. You guys, here's a quick question. Do you guys say Costco or Cosks? Or Costco? Costco. Costco or Costco? Those are the two choices. Because I say Costco, but I think Zach, when I've heard Zach talk previously about Costco, I think he's always seemed to emphasize it. Costco, right? I could be wrong about that. Somebody, might have not been Zach, somebody I knew did that. Would emphasize the T, Costco. And I'm like, why do you say it like that? Like, that's what it is. Costco. I'm like, yeah, I know, but Costco. It just sounds so much better. There's some things, just because it's pronounced one way doesn't mean you want to say it that way. Like, yeah, Costco, it is Costco, but that just doesn't sound right. Costco. Just a quick little Costco. Anyway, I just said Costco about 47 times. I'm gonna need to pay them some money. Grand Canyon Village, 6 out of 15 cities, 25 mile an hour zone here. I don't see any Grand Canyon. It is dark too as well, but we're pulling in, which is good because we have about 3 hours before we need to sleep. So I think we just beat the time for all the buzzing and dinging and beeps and all that stuff, but it's good. So, where's the Grand Canyon at? Not sure. I don't know where it's gonna be. Ooh, god damn, that was not a good noise. All right, Buteman drop off. Let's see how bad this is gonna be. 25 mile an hour in the cities. I'm still trying to figure out why that is. I mean, it makes sense. Should be 25 in most cities. Well, not all cities. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a Buteman drop, so it's gonna be in a active construction zone, and it looks like it's actually going to be right there. Okay, so there's my drop, just like the previous, not the previous episode, but the one before that. I had to leave it at a construction zone on the side of the road. We're actually gonna go up here just because I don't think, ooh, there's the Grand Canyon. Ooh, God, it looks amazing. Holy shit, that is awesome. I'm trying to go up here so I can do a U-turn. Oh yeah, dude. This is gonna be great. I know this is at night and this sucks. But hopefully we'll be able to get a daytime look. But quickly, I'm gonna go around this way because it's gonna help me do a U-turn so I can approach this drop-off, but it's also gonna give us an amazing view to look at the same time. Okay, let's keep it on the low range. We're gonna not go anything more than 4th. And I'm gonna drive from the outside cam from a little bit. Oh God, it's sketchy. It's so different. Oh, look at this. Ah, damn, I hit the truck. Look at this. Powell's Trail, 2 out of 6? Huh, must be a different achievement. Maybe like all the overlooks to the Grand Canyon or something, but look at this. That is beautiful. That is so cool. And like I said, I know it's night and it doesn't have the same effect, but that is so cool. With this truck here, that is awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and finish our job. Stop looking at the Grand Canyon, but we're here, which is good. Now we just got to get it during the day. Ooh, wait, what time is it? Oh, it's only 11 p.m. For a second, it kind of seemed like it was getting a little bit brighter, and I was like, oh shit, is the sun about to come up? Because that would have been the greatest. Not much traffic around here either. It's like a ghost town. There's not a single person, which just doesn't seem right. It seems like the Grand Canyon would have some activity going on, but hey. All right, so we just got to get through this construction zone here, and then we'll do our little drop off, turn on our 4-ways. So we'll just kind of snake it in like we did with the previous load. Shouldn't be too difficult. This trailer doesn't seem that wide. I think it should be relatively okay to kind of get in here. Okay. Right in there. There we go. Oh. No, no, no. I didn't even notice those lights on the, those lights protecting this construction zone right there, all those barriers. They're like synced perfectly to do that little motion. That is so cool. Okay, I can't really see from that side. I'm having trouble getting this trailer turned in here. There we go. Alright, so now that we've kind of backed it into this little area, let's go ahead and just kind of get a set up to get a better angle on this. I'm having trouble even seeing where the damn drop-off is, which is how dark it is. I'm having trouble seeing the lines on the ground. Alright, we need to get out and look, because I don't... Oh, okay, I'm kind of in it, but not really. Okay. Yep. We're kind of in it. Alright, so let's go straight. Try to straighten this thing out. There we go. Now I can see that little marker on the ground. We should be good now. Alright, so let's go ahead and put our parking brake on, turn our flashers off. Take a quick little view out here. Turn the running lights on. Look at that. That is awesome. So, is it going to do the... Does it have a... I don't think it has a lever, but we're going to go ahead and drop the trailer. No, it doesn't. It just zoomed my camera in like crazy for some reason. I'm not sure why. So 211 miles, 5 hours, 14 minutes, $4,500, and 185 XP. I'm not getting a lot of XP for these little tiny trips, you know, around 200 miles, but Arizona doesn't seem like the biggest unless you were to go from like, you know, top to bottom. But I went from Kingsman to Hallbrook, which is like west Arizona to east Arizona, and that took no time. And then here to here again, like no time. So, but next time we still have a lot of areas to check out inside of Arizona. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave that racetrack for multiplayer. I think that'll be a lot of fun to be able to jump in and do that in ATS multiplayer. So I'm going to save it for that. But remember to check out all the mods I'm using that will be linked in the description. Also, remember to hit the like button. It really does help me out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.